Hi, I'm Sarah B. Welcome to today's video where I will be unboxing darn good yarn. I'm really excited about this one. I have been really curious about yarn subscription boxes for a long time. I'm a knitter and crocheter, and it's something I love to do when I have time to do it, which is fairly infrequent since I have two little ones running around at home. I'm always looking for new exciting yarn and projects and a really good deal. At $10 a box, seems like a really good deal. Now the flip side is I've heard some very mixed reviews about darn good yarn. So I figured I would bite the bullet, give it a shot, and see how it turns out. So here's my first box. It just came today. When you order your first box, it ships out immediately. And then you get put onto the regular cycle of shipments. So let's dig in. Ta-da! Look at how beautiful that is. I'm sure this light is not doing any kind of justice to this. This is a worsted weight silk in woven yarn titled Watercolors. We believe in helping people find their true joy. Our respectfully sourced products are designed to inspire artful living while providing lifelong connections. So the entire premise behind Darn Good Yarn is helping out communities in India use recycled materials to create beautiful new things. It is something I can absolutely get behind. How much is this? Hand wash only, made in India, 50 grams, 75 yards. Nice little bundle. It's so squishy soft. What else is in my box? We have knitting needles and crochet hook, US size 8, 5 millimeters, in this ombre, purple ombre that you see advertised on their website quite a bit. And then an introduction book, Darn Good Yarn of the Month. An introduction to Nicole, the founder. The yarn, our gift to you of the knitting needles and crochet hook, which also means that this is not a terrible idea for a brand new crafter, knitter or crocheter. I feel like a lot of the boxes are really high-end, beautiful stuff, but that puts it in a different price point, and then it also makes it that much more of an obstacle when you're working with very, very, very high-end yarn. You don't want to make a mistake. You don't want to have to frog it multiple times and tear the yarn or that kind of thing. So here's what I'm going to do, my lovely viewers, Lauren, is have a look through this book. There's a couple of different patterns that they included in this, but I might try something else. I'm going to work something up with this yarn and give it a review about it as well, so you can get a sense of what I did with it, how I liked working with it, and what was the final result. I haven't decided yet if it's going to be something from this little book that they gave or something else. I have two little ones at home, so I'm always marking something for them. But I'm going to get to work and pop back in with something fun. So I'm back after about a week. I really enjoyed working with this yarn, actually. So it was 75 yards, which is not a lot of yarn. And the patterns that they provided were for a cowl, two different cowls, one knit, one crocheted. And I really appreciated that because since it came with knitting needles and a crochet hook, the simple patterns were a great first project for anybody who is picking it up for the first time. So I'm completely supportive of that. They were a little boring for my taste, and not something I would have worn. But I have two little ones in my house, and so it was a great opportunity to make some fun mittens for my daughter. I love that the multicolored. I love how soft they are. And I made a keeper so that they can be strung through her jacket and I don't have to worry about her losing them. Although if they did get lost, better chances of finding them in the snow, being multicolored. I've been reading and watching a lot of mixed reviews about Darn Good Yarn, and this was my very first box, so we'll see how things progress, but I really enjoyed it. There was amazing communication between the Darn Good Yarn company and me, letting me know when things shipped, asking me to fill out a little survey, and then giving me a coupon for some honest feedback. They did not sponsor this at all. They're not paying me to do this. They didn't give me, I paid for my box, all of that. So this is my genuine opinion for sure. They also sent an email to follow up and said, let us know what you think, good or bad. So I really like the company and can get behind the mission of the company. I really like the yarn. It's really soft and fuzzy. It doesn't have a lot of stretch. I wouldn't expect it to, being recycled silk. I'm sure they're going to be nice and cozy warm. People have been complaining about the smell of the yarn. I smell rose water, which is no problem for me. But that was something else I noticed. This pattern is Maze by Tin Can Knits. It is a free knit pattern, part of their series to Tin Can Knits is an amazing designer, a set of designers, and they've put out a whole series of patterns to teach basics. There's a shawl pattern, a cowl pattern, a sweater pattern, mittens, but they can also be fingerless mitts, socks. I really recommend them. I'll put some links in the description of the video so you can find them as well. Really beginner friendly. I used the needles that came with as well. I couldn't use them for this pattern, but I did experiment a bit with them. I didn't have any problem with the yarn tearing or snapping, except once, and that was after I had made and frogged, and then was on like my third make, because I was experimenting with a bunch of different things before settling on these mittens for B, who's my daughter. But I didn't have any problems with tearing. It came pre-caked. I really appreciated that as well. I had a really good experience, and my daughter is gonna love these mittens. I have some yardage left over that can make her a little stuffed toy or something out of it. So I was really excited and really happy with my first box. It's a great company that works with people in India to use recycled materials to provide good jobs. It's a mission that I can really get behind. And for only $10 a month, it's a great subscription box for yarn. I'll leave more information in the comments below about how to get your first box for free. Not because of me, because that's what they do. Your first box, you just have to pay for shipping, which is $4, I think. I'm really excited to see what comes in my next box and see what kind of fun things I can make with it. So subscribe, stay tuned, and we'll see what more fun stuff comes next.